Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video. First of all, before we get into the video, I apologize for not making a video last week. I honestly have no excuse except that I forgot, and I know that's not good enough, but I will try and get back onto the schedule of making one video a week. Anyway, onto the video. I've done this type of video before on my channel, and it did really well. So I thought I would make another one. Instead of Warzone versus Apex, I'm gonna do Overwatch versus Apex. Now they're both two different types of games, obviously, and but they're both first-person shooters, and they actually do have a lot in common. But which one did it better? Now we're gonna start off with Overwatch, as you can see in the background. With Overwatch, it's a very team-based game. Very team-based. It's really good with communication. However, in the background, you will see that it's only a quick play game. So, so I'll first start off with the quick game, and I'll do the same on Apex. So, with the quick game, you got like a lot of sweats that are just trying to chill out or having a practice game before they start doing like their ranked games and whatnot. And I totally understand it. However, it does, in my opinion, spoil the game a bit, because you've got people who just annihilate a full team because they can, because they're masters and they're better than like near enough everyone on the opponent's side, and it can make a bit of an unfair game. But honestly, I think it helps the other people on the opposing side, even on the teammate side, of being able to improve their gameplay, watching how the master plays and what the master ranked plays, and seeing what they can improve on. So it's good and it's not. The second thing that I'll be also talking about is the it's like the skill cap queuing system. So honestly, it does well. It does honestly do well. However, because of the amount of people that have decreased in playing the game, because I will be honest, Overwatch is starting to die down. Usually when there was a lot of people playing this, and you go into a quick game, it was usually people around your rank. So, for example, with me, it would be people in platinum, gold, or silver. And I thought that was really good, and I'm glad that they did that. It's one of the few games to actually do that as the queuing system. But it was a really good touch. I mean, originally they never did, but I'm glad they then implemented it into the game for a more competitive feel to the game. With talking about ranking system, they keep playing around with it. I will be honest, it's getting annoying. They keep playing around with it. Well, the past few seasons they have. It used to be really good. It used to be just one queue, you play whoever you want, and you do the ranking system, and you just rank up. However, then recently they brought in what was called specific role queue. So basically, you can pick either tank, healer, or DPS. And that's the only, and you can only play characters for that specific role. It's kind of in the name. Then this season, they've gone, okay, well, you can choose either specific role queue, or you can play whoever ranked. However, in the quick play, they've kept the specific role queue for some reason, and I don't understand why. Honestly, I think if they were going to bring back You can play whoever you want. It should be in quick play because quick play is just a warm up role, queue, and that's just how it is, you know. What else should I talk about? Right, actually, obviously, the characters. There are, if I remember correctly, it's 30? 31 maybe? I think it's about 31 characters. It used to be originally split by 4. It used to be tank, damage, support, and defense. But then they did the smart thing and muddled the defense into the damage. Now there's only 3, so it's tank, damage, and healer. Or support, whatever you want to call it. And honestly, I think the amount, if you look at the amount ratio of tanks, healers, and damage, it's kind of unfair. If you look at the tanks and the healers, there are barely any, and there are like a ton of DPS. And honestly, I think they should look at bringing in more legends that are damage, not damage, that are tank and healer, so there's more diversity, because we've had the same tanks for a long time now. I mean, they recently brought in Sigma. That was the last tank they brought in, and he wasn't even that good. He wasn't even that good. He was terrible. I mean, that's just a personal opinion, that he is terrible. With the support, I'm trying to remember when there was the last support. I can't even remember. I think it was Baptiste? I think? That was a while ago. And that's just crazy, you know, that they don't really think about the healers or the tanks, and honestly, that's, I think, the downfall. That's one of the many downfalls. Now, the cons of Overwatch. The community is toxic. Like, you think being on Apex or going on League of Legends or whatever you go on at the minute, that's big. I play Apex at the minute, so you think that's toxic? You should go on to Overwatch. If you want to listen to a community that is so toxic, that is so idiotic, look at the Overwatch community. I will be honest. It's one reason why I quit Overwatch to begin with. However, I am starting to get back into it now. You'll see that on my streams. It's every Thursday. That it's just such a toxic community, and it doesn't even matter about verbal, it's how people play as well. Like, you could have a support and you could be like, oh, is it okay if you go this support, and they'll start complaining, or what they'll do is not heal you at all. That is so annoying, especially when you're in ranked. And I play tank, so I need healing, and it does get very aggravating. And honestly, I'm surprised I'm going back to Overwatch for because of that reason. Honestly though, Overwatch as a game is really fun, and honestly it is worth a try. Okay, at the minute the price for PlayStation and Xbox is a bit pricey, so I wouldn't go for it. It's not worth the money. But if you do have it, I would say return. It is a fun game. Just the community you have to put up with. I don't really know what else to talk about with Overwatch. Maybe the abilities. They're very diverse and really well team orientated, and I like that. There's not really any single abilities, and yeah, that's really about it. If there is any more, ask me in the comments down below if you want to hear any questions that you want answering. But yeah, that is Overwatch. Now, Apex, we already know about Apex. All my viewers who watch my streams, who have watched past videos, already know about Apex. I've already spoke about how well done the maps are, how good the abilities are for hero for the different legends, and also the gun variety, and how the game is built. However, this is a little bit of an updated version. With quick play, as in just normal trios and normal duos, it annoys me that there are more sweats on trios and duos than there are on ranked. It doesn't make any sense, and quite frankly, it's annoying. And yeah, I do sound very toxic when saying that, but it is. Like, why, if you're going to be all sweaty and whatnot, why not do that on ranked? It's a good question. But overall, you can get a few games that are pretty decent. I've had a few games that have been pretty decent. Today wasn't the best. The gameplay in the background isn't the best. And yeah, it just wasn't. Today wasn't my day when playing Apex. Right, the ranking. I like what they've done with it. I really have enjoyed what they've done with it, with the split and the soft reset. It means that people can play and actually not feel like they're not progressing. It feels like what they're doing is making it so that their community feels like they've got more to do through the season. And that's why I'm glad that they split it up. This is done like soft resets on the game, so like you can play both maps through the entire season for ranked, and it's not just one map. And granted, World's Edge is hated for ranked, and I totally agree. You know, it. However, it is nice of how they have done the ranking system. I can't wait to see what they've got to do else with the ranking. Maybe they'll start bringing in more rewards, because right now, there isn't really much point doing the ranked games, except just for bragging rights of the badges. Like hitting Master. Okay, on Master and Predator, there's trails. But it's not really much. It really isn't much. I kind of wish that they brought more in. Maybe like if you hit Diamond or higher, you get like a guaranteed legendary loot box or something. Or like a unique skin, a weapon skin, or a unique legend skin or something like that. That would be really cool. If you want a full description of how I feel about Apex, because honestly it hasn't changed, it's just one or two minor things like in trios and duos. Go check out my last video when I compared the Apex and Warzone and saying which one's the better out of the two. But it honestly really hasn't changed, minus that there's too many sweats in casual games. And it's called a casual queue for a reason. It's not to be all sweaty and look good, getting like 15, 16 kills. But like, it's there to be, you know, enjoyed and enjoy the game and piss about and whatnot, and not you know, and not, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Be a tryhard. But I can't wait to see what they've. Oh yeah, the last thing actually is what they brought in this season, which was the story mode. The story mode was hell of fun. I am thinking about doing a video of basically me going through solo of all of the story episodes, turning it into one video so you guys can enjoy it, even with the little like writing clips afterwards of me reading it. But yeah, I think that's a great idea. But that I can't wait to see more. Really cannot wait to see more of what they can do with that. Also, next season that we already know that we're going to Olympus, and also that we have a new legend, Ash. People who played Titanfall know about her. Her? I think it's her. And yeah, I can't wait to see what the map and the hero is like. So my overall, which is better? That is the question of this video. I will say they're both good for what they are. However, if I had to pick one, which the whole point of this video is, I've got to say Apex is going to win. Mainly for the fact of the community. I've seen what they're like on Facebook and all social medias, and I think they are the kindest out of the two, and also I find the gameplay more fun on Apex. Anyway guys, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like. Also, if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Also, if you want to see more of this, tell me in the comments down below, and I'll turn it into a series. Anyway guys, in a bit.